Alright, back for another back day. Starting off with our staple deadlifts again. 3 sets. Got a slightly lighter one to start, then we'll move up straight to our top set and then back down again just for one more slightly lighter one as well. And this first one, trying to get 4 reps, then the top heavy will be 2, and then back off again for another 4. It's been a week since that little niggle, obviously this time last week, and the back's not feeling too bad again, so hopefully we can get through today without having any sort of minor issues and shit like that. It's always just a thing though that's going to be playing in the back of your mind when you come in for this kind of thing, be like, oh shit, hope it doesn't happen again. But you just got to be able to try and sort of block that out and focus on what you got to do and get on with the task at hand. But may as well get in, start the session, and hopefully we can hit the numbers that we want today. Fuck. That's feeling really heavy. God damn. Right, well, that opener kind of kicked our ass a little bit, so made a bit of an adjustment on the fly here, pulled the weight down. Gonna try and keep it at this for these next 2 and just give everything we can to make sure both sets we can hit that 4 rep range, and we'll just have to take that for the day. Alright, well, we've put those subpar deadlifts behind us onto our seated cable row now. 3 sets of this guy, and obviously given the deadlift didn't quite go to plan, we want to make sure we fucking nail this guy. So we're going to get into it this week, give it a bit of love, and really try and make some progress on this guy. Well, this is feeling pretty dialed this week, so I reckon we'll run another 2 sets and then we'll call it and move on. Right, well, we wrapped up that cable row. We only filmed 3 sets of it out of the 4 that we did, just because we were kind of limited for angles in that corner. But onto probably my favourite machine now, this hammer strength pullover. Feel this in my lats, really good, able to get a good connection, and just feel like if you can get a good connection and something works for you, why not use it? But anyway, 3 sets of this, 3 hard sets, get in, get them done, nice and quick, and then we can move on. I think we'll take just a little longer break between this one and the last one. Try and be able to get a few more reps out. Right, we're going to move on to our pull-ups now. Plan on keeping these guys in the split for a pretty long time, especially during this cut where we should be able to, week to week, progress with these pretty easily as the body weight starts to reduce. So keeping these in for a while and kind of have an expectation that every week we're just going to get better and better. May not always be the case, but it's not a over the top expectation when you think about it. So just for today, 35 of these guys, as quick as we can, as fewer sets as possible, and then we can get on to the rest of the day. We're going to cut any partials short and just try and focus on full reps for those sets to get to that total.
Well, the lift is done, and thankfully we were able to make it into the car before this bit of rain came through. But we came in today feeling pretty good. The back had sort of settled down from last week's little niggle, and we were hoping that we were going to be able to come in and just perform as per usual. But I kind of knew that there was always going to be this slight little slight little voice in the back of the head saying like, oh, don't hurt your back again, or oh, be careful, blah blah blah. And to be honest, I think it kind of got to us a little bit on those deadlifts. We started, and honestly one of the warm-up sets felt pretty fucking heavy when we got up to 4 plates, and I was a bit like, oh boy, I don't know if our top set's going to go to plan this week. And I kind of tried to shut it out and just be like, nah, we're going to get it done. But I think it did get the better of us this week. Unfortunately, we had to pull back pretty significantly to be able to get the reps in. But at the end of the day, it's not the end of the world. It's just one of those things that obviously we have to try and work on and get better at, and be able to manage our mindset a little bit better when things do go wrong. I mean, everyone's going to have those moments of fear or of doubt when something has gone wrong and they're coming back to a certain thing, but it's kind of just a matter of working through it and trying to get better for when it happens again another time, so that you can sort of keep on and keep going and not let it affect you too much. But with that being said and done, it kind of carried over into the rest of the workout, I think, where some things just didn't quite feel the way we were hoping they would, and I think we let those 3 sets of deadlifts that didn't really go to plan affect us a little bit. And again, it's not the end of the world, but it's just one of those things where you've sort of got to be able to work on that and try and learn from it and get better for when it happens another time. Holy shit, we've got a big pile up going on here. But just lost me train of thought. The fuck's going on with this camera? There we go. Color's back to being normal. But yeah, back to that, with the session not going quite to plan. It's I think everyone has these days where, you know, you think, fuck, it could have been better, or maybe you're leaving not satisfied, and it's just a matter of keeping at it, not letting those days try and sort of affect you too much or get you down and ruin the rest of the week, because obviously you've still got some more opportunities to go in there on a different body part and get that sort of groove back and that same feeling of training where everything's firing and going well. But you know, sometimes I think these kind of moments affect people's motivation, and people start to like slip and maybe get a little bit what's the word I'm looking for, a little bit slack when it comes to their training, and kind of maybe have an extra day or 2 off and just try and find something as a bit of an excuse. But look, honestly, if you're struggling with the motivation, I think personally, I just look in the mirror, and when you see yourself getting better, or for example in the cut right now where you wake up and you're a little bit leaner and shit's starting to look cool, it's like, fuck yeah, man, like how can you not be motivated, you know? Like, I want to get back in there and keep going so that we can look even better and look even gnarlier and get this weight coming down and shit like that. So even though today was a little bit of like a fuck, we left and we're just like not feeling our best, I know that I'm going to go home, eat my meals, do my cardio, wake up tomorrow, start of a new day, another opportunity to get back in there and fucking really get after it, you know, like try and find that groove again, get that momentum moving, and just simple shit like that. But look, honestly, if you're struggling with that motivation, I think even just like maybe jumping on YouTube, watching like other people train or stuff like that. Like I remember I used to do that, you know, jump on like Machiavelli Motivation or whatever it's called and just type in some fucking hardcore training from back in the day, you know, just watch some of that shit. That'll get you in the mood to get back in the gym and keep going, or even just maybe like pulling up photos of yourself from a few months ago and comparing them to where you are now, and just being like, fuck man, you know, we are looking better, this shit is working. So even though these days that don't sort of go to plan, not let them affect us, because obviously it is working. So yeah, I think that's probably the most important thing, is that you just got to get in there, man. Like, you know, nothing's going to change if you just give up or just be like, ah, fuck, and then let that get the better of you.